bad. I just get into that intro. And I forget that we really got a show to put on. But man, what is going on?
Hey man, it's about that time, man. It's about
It
that time. Belt to everybody we playing this year. It's the belt.
Hey man, you ain't gotta tell me. You gotta let them folks know.
Hey, I ain't even gonna lie. After all the moves that y'all thought that he wasn't gonna make, after all the slack and slander on my guys, like ain't no way. They
Hey, bro, that jump nowhere, boy.
They said he wasn't gonna do nothing. This man had Jimmy Simmons on a whole mission.
I ain't gonna lie. What's that tweet? Let me go ahead. I'm gonna find that tweet you just sent me because I ain't even really hear nothing about.
He just tweeted that 10 minutes ago.
Okay, here we go, right here.
Aaron Wilson. So credits to Aaron Wilson, but he tweeted that the meeting went good, and the meeting concluded with dinner with AJ Terrell and Grady Jarrett, which is a good thing because I think those two guys will probably be affected the most by this move because somebody's gonna have to get their money restructured. This probably is an unselfish move by the guys, just letting them know, like, hey man, we're trying to win a ring. We're not trying to be selfish out here. We're trying to be a team. You come out here, bro, we're all for it. Let's make this money. You're not gonna be stepping on nobody's toes. Let's go ahead and Bears for Super Bowl. Oh my God.
Oh Lord.
That's a bold prediction there, my guy.
Hey man, at this point, everybody should be feeling like they going to the Super Bowl at this point.
Right.
It's the only chance where everybody's 0-0, you know. Everybody got a chance in their mind.
That is fair to say.
But man, I guess we can go. Let me see. Let's go ahead and start with the news of who we got. We just picked up that boy Judon, and then we can get into some of the games for week 1 games. So what's your reaction to that? Because I mean, you just got a steal for a 3rd round.
Well, I gotta tell you off the rip, I was surprised because all the attention has been on Justin Simmons so far that we kind of ignored the fact that the New England Patriots had him on the trade block, and any team could have picked him up, but they chose Atlanta to get a 3rd round pick, which is really a steal for that type of caliber player. Like, he's the 3rd highest pass rusher in the league. Like, his pressure rate is the 3rd highest in the league. Just imagine adding that next to Grady Jarrett, next to David Onyemata, next to Arnold Ebiketie. That's like a solid front 5, front 4, and like only that, but you're adding a actual pass rusher. So on 3rd down, like, they got to figure out where this man is at all times. He's an athlete, and he can drop back in zone sometimes. Like, even at his size, it's like you would never think that a man his size would be able to move that fast.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, man. I was asleep. I woke up to somebody saying, like, they sent it to me, and you feel me? Like, I was just like, damn, that shit.
I was at practice, man.
That came out of nowhere, but I already knew like you said, he was on the trade block. But with the Simmons news, that's kind of where my attention was focused. I'm thinking like, okay, we about to get some news on that. So this came like out of left field, and I'm like, bro, we find, like you said, somebody you got to account for out there, can drop back if needed to, like just a pure athlete. With Trice being out, like we're gonna talk about that later. Even with Trice on the roster still, you still pretty much needed somebody else or just addition to that room. But you go out and get, Judon, who, like you said, at the top as far as pressure and sacks, even though he didn't really play that much last year, but the last 2 years, he got like 38 sacks. He the best we got by far.
Right.
So, like, I was thinking like Hassan Reddick with his situation that we'll get into as well. But I know Terry and those guys are real big on character. Judon, even though he wanted a contract extension, he still has been practicing. Like he ain't really holding out, nothing like that. So, Reddick's situation is kind of, teams might not want to really touch him because, dude, you just got traded to another team and you already, trying to get traded from there too. So
money, you're right. They want the money already.
Right. Yeah. So I love the move, bro. It was a necessary move. We've been trying to get a pass rusher here for the longest. We tried to get Montez Sweat, got outbidded. We tried to get the Neil Hunter, got outbidded. So, and it's crazy because they said it came down to us and the Bears again for Judon. Man, first of all, why was the Bears even trying to still get they trying to go overboard over there? But the fact that we got him, I guess Terry was like, "Look, bro, I'm gonna have to send that third. It probably would have been a fourth, but we probably had to up the ante and send that third, which I'm cool with because I'm always in the favor. I'll trade a pick for it.
Gotta get better.
Yeah, I'll trade a pick for an impact dude.
Yep.
So I'm fucking with it.
Yes,
now we could just get like that man you was just talking about. We can pivot back to him. We can get that man Justin Simmons in here as well. You think how you think the chances of getting him is impacted by with Judon?
So personally, I think that Justin Simmons has something to look at. Like our defense is better than the Saints defense. Our defense is currently better stacked than the Jets defense almost. Like we have every piece that we need. If we get the top or the back end of the defense sealed off, it's going to be a field day for all the defensive linemen to eat. And it's like he's building a Pro Bowl offense and a Pro Bowl defense, and we're going to just watch it on turf. And like the thing I've seen about Raheem and Terry this year is that they've given this roster enough turnover to the point where we have enough room to still fluctuate players in and out of the roster. They never make it to the point where we make the roster and it's solidified until we start cutting people.
No, for sure. And with the injuries going on, it was already like you really got to make a move to get somebody, but it ain't even like they really making lateral moves. They going out and getting guys who is like Pro Bowlers and really gonna make an impact for real.
Right.
We've been asking for Simmons since the free agency started. The fact that he's still on the market for real is like it got to be him,
man.
It got to be him. It got to be like
training camp.
Yeah, it got to be like he just taking his time. I ain't really seen too much as far as him taking visits. The first one I saw was with the Saints. Like you said, I ain't trying to tell you where to go, but I would think the Falcons' outlook to everybody else kind of is looking more so our way.
Yep.
You feel me? I feel like we looking better as for the eyes from the outside looking in. And then with this move we just did, that could just add to, you feel me? Like we just made a move. We could tell them like, hey, you the last piece. And we really
the last piece to the puzzle, man. Come on. You the last piece to the puzzle. We're waiting on you. You want to win another ring or what?
And the fact that we sent
you got a quarterback.
Right. The fact we sent some key players over there to meet with them, that just go to show you like they're really serious about trying to bring them in. As far as like the contract situation and all that, man, if they want to make it work, they can make it work between him and Judon. Like it ain't nothing to restructure a couple contracts. I don't want to go all in this year with the contract situation, but I'm not trying to like be stingy with the either and miss out on Simmons because I damn sure don't want to play him twice a year.
Right, exactly. You got to think about that. You don't want to play him twice a year. You'd rather him be on your team.
Let's say Big Judy on duty. No cap.
Yep.
The Big Judy on duty. And he can keep the red sleeves on.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm hoping they get Simmons. I'm hoping they get him. I'm hoping I see it in the next couple of days.
Got a question for you though.
What's up?
So, Judon, what number do you get? Because you can't have 9.
I ain't gonna lie, Rondell got to come off a 9, bro. You're not playing this year.
No, so that's like a penny.
Oh yeah, he came off of it. Damn. I don't know what we got available because we ain't got too many lower numbers available because you can't get 2. That's over with.
Like
3 is. I mean, he can get 4 if we get rid of Heineke.
I honestly think that Heineken might be out there to do it.
No, I'm saying, yeah, so he can get 4.
Okay.
Or Kyrie said 12. We got
Barkowski.
12. I think Kadero Hodge is 12.
Hodge. Yeah, Hodge. My bad.
Yeah, so or he can. I don't know. He can get a pass rusher number like 90 something.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. What we said at first?
4.
4. Yeah, we get rid of Heineke. He can get that 4. I know these niggas like the single digit numbers nowadays. So, damn. I had been making some changes to our account while we was talking about that Falcon news. I really could have put this bad boy on right there, because that's what it is right now. We really talking about that. And so just to let it be shown for a little minute, we're gonna go ahead and hit another last little topic, Falcons related, before we get into some more broader NFL topics.
Right.
How you feeling as far as like what you've been? Because we didn't get our reactions in after the so. Not the joint practice, but the joint practice as well, the first preseason game, but the open practice. So what's your thoughts on the team with all of them, what we just seen so far going into the regular season?
Well, before we had the open practices, I have been seeing the offense having some continuity building out there. I have been seeing a lot of Kyle Pitts and Drake London making contested catches and catches while they're still running down the field, being able to stride for the ball instead of having to worry about watching if somebody's coming downhill to hit them before they catch the ball or being led astray. Like when Kyle Pitts said that it feels like when Matt was here, it automatically told me that the veteran presence is what they needed instead of the younger presence trying to lead other young presence on the field. It gave me a sense of comfort now knowing that like the offense is going to be ran competently and it's not going to be forced just because you have the weapons and stuff like that. There will be some shot plays. There will be some times where you see a lot of different Bijan plays run across the board. Our defense is going to be real stingy, and I really think that with Eddie Goldman coming back, with him being consistent and actually being able to play in the preseason game and stuff like that, and all the rookies and stuff that we got, they're actually showing what they can do on the field. A lot of their play is being backed up on the field. I can't say that I'm disappointed at all, but the only disappointment that I have is really just because Trice isn't going to be able to play his rookie season. Like he was a great draft pick. We got him as a steal as well. Still a top pass rusher in his class. Had almost the same stats reflecting as Dallas Turner over at Alabama. Just didn't play in the SEC. But he's going to recover next year and be able to get his second year up under his feet. He'll probably come back a little bit better with the new system being in place for next year as well.
Yeah, that's really the only thing I can like harp on is the injuries for real, or like nitpick about, because it's just like, man, you losing people for no reason. Training like practices and preseason.
Yep.
And you losing not necessarily like key starters, but you still losing dudes that you was expecting to like put in
players. Yeah,
like you lost Rondell. You was expecting that to be like a speedster for your offense, kind of a joystick type of player you could put in different situations. And then we lost Helms, who was pretty much pushing for that starter spot, if not playtime period. And then, like you said, probably Trice, because we was expecting him not to be, if not our best pass rusher, at least the second best off that edge.
Right.
And like you say, just to lose your rookie season at that, that's kind of like fucked up. But hopefully they all can get healthy and get right next year and come add on to what we trying to build. As far as training camp, I've been hearing stuff looking pretty good. I've been hearing like the return on investment on Kirk pretty much looking like what it's supposed to look like. Like you said, Kyle Eden, Drake Eden. That's all we really been asking for the past 2-3 seasons. So I pretty much opened the open practice. I mean, yeah, it was looking pretty much. I like what I was seeing. Like Darnell was looking good.
They were a little nervous. I ain't gonna lie. They was nervous first. You could tell.
Yeah, it really took him to make that hit to wake folks up for real.
Yep.
And they was like, okay, cool, and like let's go at it. And so I preseason game, man, I feel like it was a couple folks out there looking good. I think Street was out there looking good. Zach Harrison was looking good.
Yep.
Kevin King was he looked good too, to be honest. Yep. Then the other Antonio Hamilton, the other corner was out there was looking good. The O-line couldn't really get no push for the run game, so I can't really tell you what the running backs were looking like. But Penix looked good his time out there. And then we just was talking about that number 4 jersey need to be available because he got out there and was looking like straight shit. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Right.
And I just don't see the point of keeping him around if you got Penix. Like, there's no point.
And bro, I think that because he's one of the highest paid backups in the league behind Mariota, that they're trying to trade for him basically. They're trying to get a trade. So, but I don't think that you should do that. You should just cut him and get that dead cap.
He took a pay cut. So if you cut him, you get like because he cut his contract down from like $9 to $4 million. So if you cut him, you probably save like $1 million. So it really ain't even about saving. I get they probably are trying to wait on the trade, but it's like, how long you gonna wait? Just get him going for like a 6th round something, bro. Like, because he ain't the backup. It's already clear he ain't the backup. So you really finna have your 3rd string quarterback making $4 million. Like, you can use that on something else. So, but yeah, other than that, I'm just hoping we can stay healthy throughout the way. I'm hoping we can make some more signings as far as like maybe just getting Simmons. We did get Jakeem Grant. He was looking good out there from what I seen.
Yep.
I think they say he got nicked up a little bit today, which really that's why he ain't really been playing, the injuries. But we ain't really gonna depend on him too much, I don't think. But it's good to have that speed back there too.
Right.
And was it any we wrap it up on the Falcons? Was it any surprising things to the depth chart that you seen when it first came out? Or
surprising? Kind of no, because I kind of had a feel for who would be on offense and who will be on defense. But as far as like formation wise, you can tell that we'll have a lot of 3 receiver sets on the field with an inline tight end. And the offense will be a little bit more spread out. But on the defensive side, I can say I'm glad that Zach Harrison will be featured in all of this stuff like that. And so will Rook. And pretty much just the defensive rookies. Those are the standouts for me because that's the side of the ball that everybody wants to see flourish this year. They don't want to see them suffer because they were the ones almost carrying the offense last year. And it wasn't fair to them because they were being led astray by a coach that didn't know how to get the wide receivers in space. That's one thing I can say I did like about the vanilla-ness of the offense. Like, it was still more receivers in space and one-on-one down the field.
Yeah, they was trying to let Penix throw the ball out there, but it wasn't really much to throw the ball to. So you got dudes out there fumbling the ball when they catch it. They really only had Casey Washington to throw the ball to out there for real, but
right.
Yeah, like you said, I mean, even though you could tell they ain't really game planning, the offense still looks more modern football, like throwing the ball wise. Like, it ain't gonna be no more. I don't even
in one spot.
Yeah, like I don't even want to get started on dude because we definitely probably gonna end up talking about him anyways. And yeah, so we can just say that for the ends. So, leaving the Falcons corner, guys, and transitioning into some more NFL news. And while you guys are here, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I believe we 2 subscribers away from 60. So y'all definitely make sure y'all get that done for me.
Please, sir.
I think the number 1 news in the league right now is probably Brandon Ayuk. So we can start there. And according to what I see people saying, they're saying that pretty much a deal is in place for him to go to Pittsburgh, and it's really on just San Fran at this point. So what you think with that situation? Because I ain't gonna lie, I was talking to somebody earlier about it, and I'm like, I don't know if I'm San Fran that I'm necessarily trying to pay him number one wide receiver money when I'm already paying Debo 28 per year. I'm paying Christian McCaffrey top of the running back market. I'm paying Kittle. And, Trent Williams still trying to get up in contract too. That's my star left tackle. I'm about to have to pay Purdy, and then that's not even to talk about who we paying on defense.
That's a lot of money.
You think what you think about that situation? Like, because I ain't gonna lie, him on Pittsburgh sound nice, in my opinion.
I mean, him on Pittsburgh does sound nice because that'll go good with George Pickens. That'll give George Pickens a little bit more leeway to actually be open, I guess. But at the same time, he has to realize that whoever is at quarterback is gonna like ultimately determine whether they get the ball. But I don't necessarily see it being a clear cut on who they want to start because Russell's probably still hurting, and Justin just couldn't get anything going last week, and it was just kind of sad because it was like both teams had their starters in, and you couldn't tell. You really couldn't tell. I do think that that's going to play a key part though in how other teams are make their moves. Brandon Ayuk on the Steelers is a good move for them, but as far as San Fran, I heard that they also had offered him the highest contract as well. So if he hadn't answered, it's really up to him on really wanting to trade or not.
Yeah, I that's what I'm saying. That's what I was really telling folks that I like talked to it about. I'm like, I know you want to get paid and all, but you gotta, like you said, you gotta realize your production gonna be based off of who's throwing you the ball. In San Fran, it's more of a clear cut answer. You got Brock Purdy. I'm not saying he's better than anybody, but he can get you the ball. Yep. Kyle Shanahan's gonna scheme for you to get the ball. You got a clear cut role in this offense. You've seen it already. You might think it's greener over there on the other side, but it might not be everything you want it to be. And if you really want to risk, I agree with him. He should get a raise on his contract, but right. I'm not paying him number one overall. Like, I'm not paying him top of the market money.
No.
And I don't know. I like you were just saying about that quarterback battle, and we can transition to that because that was actually another thing, like Steelers quarterback battle. You put Fields out there. They've been saying he's been lighting up in training camp because Russ with the calf injury, he out. And just give him Fields more time to shine. And, them folks over there probably really want Fields to start anyway. And then, Fields go out there in the preseason game and he had the 2 fumbles. So it's like, who you think going to be out there week 1?
Bro, it's almost like it's going to be a coin flip on Thursday before the game, bro.
Right.
Coach Tomlin is just going to come in the meeting room and say, hey, coaches, heads is Justin, tails is Russell, and whatever it land on, like if it land on Russell, somebody might kick the coin over to try to make it go to heads or something. But I don't know, bro, because I feel like Justin will try to open up the offense a little bit more than Russell as far as the running quarterback aspect of that. But Pittsburgh has been known for a pocket passer that can distribute the football. So I also expect Russell to try to make an injury comeback and be able to fluctuate into that starting role whenever he comes back from an injury.
Man, I feel you. I'm like, at this point, I don't really see no clear cut. Besides the fact that they listed Russ as a starter off rip, so maybe that's his advantage. That Fields would have to take the job from him.
Right.
I just feel like you said, knowing who they got at coordinator, just knowing how the lead work, I think Fields will be able to open up that offense a little bit more. But I don't know if they want to, bank because they got the Mike Tomlin ain't had a losing season. The Steelers always feel like they right there in win now mode. So they might not want to bank on a potential of Fields. They might want to let him sit. They might want to put the vet in there and know what he can do.
Right.
But like you said, I just feel like it's not a good situation for me, period, though, because
Nope.
I be thinking, like, if you got two quarterbacks, you really ain't got one. And you could say that for our situation, but at the same time, like, our roles are defined. Like, Kirk is the vet. He's going to start now. Penix is the future. Y'all got two people who trying to, like, almost on their last leg. You got Russ who, like, trying to prove it. You got Fields who trying to prove it. Like, that's not a good situation. They can say all they want, like, I'm cool with being backed up. But, like, bro, come on now. Y'all know it might be your last chance to start.
Yep.
So I don't know, bro. I just feel like it ain't a really good situation. But at the end of the day, I feel like it's gonna be Fields because, like you said, it's more upside to him and that offense. But it's definitely drama. And speaking of drama, you know, the best reality TV in the league is the Cowboys.
Best offseason reality TV.
Right. They got Dak want to get paid. CD want to get paid. Michael Parsons got to get paid. Jerry Jones don't sound like he in a rush to pay none of them. So CD
he want them all to hold out, so he ain't got to pay nobody because they gonna get fined so much that they just gonna stop playing.
I mean, I feel like I still agree with him when he just be like he not in an urgent mood to pay him because it's like, bro, I didn't gave y'all a championship roster and y'all not really giving me no return on my investment.
Nothing.
So
I ain't giving no more money.
If that want to be like, go ahead. Like I'm cool with that because like it's been 9-10 seasons, bro. You ain't really got me nothing. And you know, CD, if we ain't got Dak, where's really the point? I mean, I feel like they're gonna pay CD at the end of the day, but I think Dak probably not getting paid. And I ain't gonna lie, they don't want to. Well, I ain't gonna say that now that we got Judon, but shit, I'd take Parsons, shit. But I mean, this is why they struggle, bro, because it's shit like this before the season even start that y'all even be together.
It's tearing the team apart before y'all even get the camaraderie that y'all need to be in season.
Yeah, that's ugly. Like, I don't know what they're gonna do because it's like you got to pay your main guys, you got to pay your quarterback, you got to pay your wide receiver, you got to pay your star pass rusher. Y'all got the players in place, but that window is closing.
I think Dak put his foot in his mouth though when he said in his interview that he had fathomed the thought of actually leaving the team after this year. Like if he plays on that last year of his contract and there's no deal and he walks away, he actually thought about that. So I think that there may be a possibility that he is, like you're saying, the oddball left out that doesn't get paid and ends up playing on that last year of his deal, either balling out and still leaving or not doing good and having to leave after that. You know what I'm saying? I think that ends up happening there in Dallas, especially with all of what they have going on there, because not being able to pay your key contributors on your team, that's kind of embarrassing. It's like leverage.
I mean, yeah, but I feel like they got the ability, but he ain't trying to.
Nope.
Because I mean, like you said, Dak he already started fathoming the chance of possibility of playing on another team. So it is what it is. I really don't care what Dallas got going on. It's always something. I'm tired of hearing about it. It's just like that one drama queen that always got something going on.
Exactly.
Moving on to Minnesota, you know, they kind of been getting hit hard with the injury bug. Just pretty much lost their
for Minnesota.
Quarterback Jordan Addison got wheeled off on a cart today. Is it pretty much over with for their season already off rip?
I kind of will say that they don't have a quarterback at all. So right now, like, I mean, Sam Darnold is there, but at the same time, you cannot say Sam Darnold will get you to the Super Bowl or to the playoffs or win you a division or win you a wild card or lead that team in the direction that you need him to lead the team. I think that they have lost tremendously this offseason. They lost Kirk to us, and they lost their draft pick to injury. It's kind of, you know, what they get, they should have paid Kurt.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like Kurt was probably pretty much out of there. Like you said, they already had made it known they wasn't paying him. Which okay, cool. I mean, it was pretty much time for that to break. I mean, I wasn't gonna say it's time for it to break up, but I guess it had ran its course. You know, McCarthy was looking good in the preseason game, but man, it's just crazy that the fact the
injury went from minor to major in like 6 hours, bro.
Yeah, because he said he was feeling sore, and then once they ended up looking at it for real, they had seen like he needed to get surgery or whatnot. I'm like, man,
complete repair.
I was looking forward to really seeing that this year, especially like we've been talking about how deep the quarterback class was this year. I was really looking forward to seeing everybody, play, see what it was looking like. And then that happened, and then Addison
to play them for Kurt's return.
Right. So it's just like, man, it's crazy, and it just go to show you that the preseason and they trying to add 18 games, like another game to the season, bro. Y'all have to get rid of preseason. I ain't gonna lie to you, or make it like 2 games because it's too taxing. Like these folks getting hurt left and right now, and it's like at the end of the day, you gotta look at it. You gonna say we lost our player in a game in practice that really didn't even. Well, the practices matter, but the games don't matter for real.
Right.
We got a lot of people losing key players to games that don't matter. Starters, like they don't even need to be out there for real. And this is why I'm a key. Like, no, don't play the starters in the preseason. I don't see. I want to see them, but I'll wait till week 1 where it matters.
Hey, week 1, I'll be there.
Because it ain't no point. And then the injury bug start hitting your team. It just make you want to just leave everybody. Just leave it alone. So I don't know. It's bad, but I mean, I hope JJ can come back right next year, and I hope Addison. I think they say he tore his ACL. I'm not sure. Hopefully it's not that.
The injuries hitting everybody,
man. I mean, this ain't even so much as an injury type of thing. It's really like another drama situation. The Jets got drama because you got the drama king at quarterback, Aaron Rodgers. It seems like every time he opens his mouth, it's something controversial. He already skipped out on training camp. Some days.
Yeah, he went to eat.
Yeah, he said he had that trip planned already. Apparently, like he can't just go any other time. Like he's not rich anyway.
Right.
I mean, it's just like every time he opens his mouth, it's just something that's not even football related. It's just all bad. And then they got the Hassan Reddick drama. They said they're not trading him, but I just feel like they kind of did some stupid stuff because they traded him and told him that like we'll rework your contract, but then they haven't negotiated with him again on the contract. So it's like, yeah, you traded for me, but you didn't honor your word.
Yeah, you didn't do everything you said you was gonna do before.
And now you telling me you're not trading me, so I don't know what's gonna happen with that.
Yeah.
But what you think about their chances for a Super Bowl run, or because I feel like it's Super Bowl or bust for them?
It's definitely Super Bowl or bust for them because of the talent that's on this roster. It's definitely not going to be easy for anybody because don't nobody care about Aaron Rodgers and none of the stuff that they got going on in New York. They know of that stuff like that, but they're not really worried about the Jets. Nobody's saying, "Oh, we're scared to play the Jets" or anything like that. I do think that their window will be slim shut if they don't do anything this year. I think that they'll be able to actually execute some type of offense, but it just won't be enough to win a Super Bowl. Not to come all the way out of the AFC either.
Yeah, that AFC ugly. I ain't gonna lie. And
AFC is stacked.
I just feel like, man, the drama go a long way. Like it's already hard enough to win a championship, and you got like teams like the Cowboys, you got the drama, Jets, you got the drama going on, Eagles, you got the coach beefing with the quarterback. Like this is distracting and taking away from what really matters. And it's gonna be hard because the Jets, every little thing they do gonna be scrutinized. Y'all got Aaron Rodgers now, so y'all gonna be in the media every week.
He got them cameras there.
Yeah, y'all got them cameras there. Y'all, you feel me? Like you got the light shining bright, and I don't know what they're gonna do, but any preseason week 1 stand out to you? Anybody look good? Around the league? No, we talked about the rookie quarterbacks a little bit.
Jaden Daniels did good.
Yeah.
I did get to see him play. I didn't get to see any of the other quarterbacks play, except for Stetson Bennett. Stetson Bennett led a game-winning drive. He threw 4 interceptions. He threw a touchdown with 11 seconds left to win the game. I seen that. Another thing I seen. Let's see. I seen Dallas Turner get his first sack in the NFL, and that was about it. Other than that, I really didn't see that much preseason football because every time I was watching the game, it just kept buffering, so the plays just wasn't coming consistent.
Yeah, I mean, Caleb looked good for his little possession. Like you said, Jaden looked good. McCarthy was. I mean, all the rookie quarterbacks pretty much were looking good. Like Joe Milton even was looking good when he got in. Drake May didn't really get that much burn. He only threw like 3 passes, but Stetson, I seen his drive. Spencer Rattler had a game-winning drive too.
Yep.
I've been seeing a lot of Saints fans pretty much trying to push Derek Carr out the way.
They said that he's a trading target for Minnesota.
I seen that. I guess like I don't know if New Orleans pretty much. I don't know if Rattler giving them that much confidence.
Yeah. I don't think that much confidence should be instilled after one preseason game.
Yeah, like they need to see a little bit more. But in season, maybe who's to say that they won't? But I don't know. I feel like you didn't kind of put too much into Derek Carr to just get rid of him after one season, especially like he had the worst season last year. But
right,
New Orleans pretty much need to just go ahead and wrap it on up. But I don't know what they got going on. New Orleans is kind of like delusional in itself. They think they just kicking the can down the road, bro. Eventually, you got to pay that tab.
Man, that just like keep going to the restaurant and just walking out and saying, "I'll pay you tomorrow."
All right, you got to pay us eventually, buddy.
Yep.
But I don't know. I feel like it'll be interesting to see week 2 to see who can build on their performances. What you think about the kickoff? The new kickoff.
Well, the new kickoff, it definitely is something to look at. I've seen people. I think we might have had a couple touchdowns in the NFL that actually came from these, or just really long returns that came from the new kickoff. So I'm liking it overall as an NFL thing. But as far as the Falcons return game, I mean, I think we just need to make sure that we are real clear of the rules, real clear in formation, knowing when to block, how to block, and being able to get hat on hat so that the man's running free against the kicker, and we're scoring a touchdown. Special teams definitely needs to be something that we can do as well.
Facts. But before we check on out of here tonight, try to get out of here to the hour mark, small little hour. Definitely make sure y'all subscribe, like, leave a comment down below. I'm gonna go ahead and play this smooth intro real quick for y'all in 8 seconds. Definitely been tinkering around with a couple things. Y'all are now locked in the 4 Quarter Sports. The day y'all ever see all 4 quarters on here again, it might be snow in the summertime, but it don't matter. We're gonna keep the thing rolling. I want you to give me. We're gonna go through the NFC teams first. We're gonna rank them in tiers. We can put them in. Let's start with actual Super Bowl contenders. Then we're gonna have one tier for draft season. That's pretty much go ahead and look forward to the next season because you ain't doing nothing this year. And then we're gonna do what's a tier between that? Like we can do like tinkering on playoffs or not. So potential playoff Super Bowl contenders who actually make noise, and then draft season.
Okay. So
I'm gonna give you a team, and you give me that category what you think. So we're gonna start off in the NFC. Let's start with Arizona.
Arizona. Okay. Um,
What tier you would put them in?
I want to say draft season, only of the simple fact that we haven't seen anything good come out of not Kansas City, Arizona. Um, Kyler Murray, like he knows this is the year that he has to perform. He has to do something. It can't be his fault. It has to be all equal play across the board with his offense. Like he's had coach after coordinator, like, and at some point you got to realize it's not the coaches, it's the quarterback.
Yeah, I mean he's definitely paid very handsomely.
Right.
They gave him Marvin Harrison Jr., but um yeah, I'm with you on. I feel like it's draft season for them pretty much. I don't see them pushing for a division or a playoff wild card spot. I think
Especially
they
being in the NFC West.
yeah, they definitely probably the worst team over there by far. They need a few more. So let's stay in that division. What you think about the Rams and where they oh wait a minute, hold on, I messed up the presentation. I feel like the Rams is kind of in that wild card range, like playoff potential range.
Right.
You still got Stafford over there. You still got Sean McVay. So you still got your bases. You know, you lost Aaron Donald to retirement. You lost Raheem Morris. You done lost a lot, but you still got a lot. You got Nakua. You got Cooper Cup still. You know, I ain't gonna say they're just gonna be completely out of there, but I can't see them making no serious noise in the playoffs. I think they got potential to make a wild card. So I say playoff potential.
Yeah, I mean, you can't really just say that this team wouldn't be playoff bound at all because they were just 1 year removed from being in the playoffs after having a rough start to their season. Like even still with the way that they were being coached, you got Raheem Morris who was able to coach up late round draft picks to be top 6 or top 5 in their stat categories for their position. Um, I think that type of coaching doesn't just die off; it sticks with the players that stay, and the players that's able to stay comfortable in the system. So LA could definitely be in that wild card range, but anything for that, like anything after that, would just have to be something that they earn.
What you think? We'll just stick with it in the division. What about Seattle? I'm pretty much kind of playoff potential with them as well.
Um, I can definitely say playoff potential, but at the same time, I would definitely have to go off of GM Smith's health and how healthy he can stay. Um, he's had early camp injuries that have kept him out of practice. Um, but like practice battles as opposed to in game battles and practice hits as opposed to actually getting hit in the game are two different things because you can get seriously injured in the game and not get seriously injured at home. At
No.
practice. You won't be able to do anything as far as being protected on the field, except for if it's a penalty or a foul.
Yeah, I definitely want to kind of give Seattle that benefit of the doubt, but it's like you ain't got Pete Carroll no more, so it'll be interesting to see how that program is. I like Mike McDonald they got from the Ravens, but I don't like Geno like that much. I feel like he had that resurgence, but I don't think he's one of those quarterbacks you look at and say we got Super Bowl potential. Like, yeah, you might float around that playoff bubble, but you're too good to get a good draft pick, but you're not bad enough to like get a one that like a really matter. I don't think they had a franchise quarterback is what I'm just trying to boil it down to. They got the receivers, they got DK, they got Jackson Smith out of Ohio State, they got Tyler Lockett, they got the corners. You got what's the fast Woodley, not Woodley, but Tyke, what's that boy name? They got two corners. They got Devin Witherspoon. They got last year out of Illinois, I believe.
Illinois, yeah.
And they got the other dude, what's his name? Let me see. That boy, I forgot his name. He's not a great corner, but he's damn sure one of the good young corners in the league. Name start with a T.
Man, what's the name? What's his name?
I can't never remember that nigga name. That's the crazy part about it. But he's fast as hell. He was great. Let me see. I know as soon as I see it, I'm gonna be like, yeah, that's his name.
Right.
I forgot they got Byron Murphy too out of the Texas this year in the draft. They got the line. Like that defense stout. Tariq Woolen.
Woolen, gotcha.
Yeah. Him and Willis. So I'll put them right with the Rams in that as far as like neck and neck and playoff bubble, wild card. And then, you got the 49ers. I think we both probably say they actually have Super Bowl. We know they have to. Can they get over the hump and win the game?
No.
What you think if they lose Ayuk, though? Would you still say they – I mean, I still think they – I think they
definitely playoff contenders, but you can't lose that many weapons. Like, not even one from a Kyle Shanahan offense, unless you plan on getting a receiver that's more so on the young end and being able to mold him into your offensive scheme.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to say if they lose them that they not playoff. I mean, not playoff, but Super Bowl contenders. I think they are regardless. But like you said, you can't you can't like deny his impact on that team because I think he's their best wide receiver.
Yep.
So I don't know. I know already you're gonna say draft season to this next one, but just out of respect, we just gonna put them on there. We'll go to the NFC South, go to the Carolina Panthers with Bryce Young, and is it draft season? Yeah, I think they're a couple off seasons away from really like even being on that wild card type of bubble because what they got Deontay Johnson this off season, but it ain't there. Yeah, it ain't there. I don't even see really too much really to analyze with them.
Yeah.
What you think about Tampa Bay? I'm pretty sure I probably spelled Buccaneers wrong, but it's okay. They don't even deserve the respect of spelling that shit right.
Not for it.
I say wild card like playoff bubble with them.
Yes, I was about to say the division is ours, definitely. But I say that Tampa Bay is not as scary as they used to be.
Her leaning towards you. Get her.
Their current roster only shows about I don't know.
Like who's on the camera already?
A few of their guys coming back this year. Not all of their guys have the same
juice.
Yeah.
They got like an older roster slate.
Exactly. They got like almost the oldest roster, like as far as like stars that have been in the league for a long time.
And then Baker, when is Baker? Because they lost the coordinator that really revived him. So is Baker gonna look the same?
Baker is gonna probably look like a robot back there. I just hope for his sake that they got something ready for us, because
you trying to get
South need to be on notice now.
Hey man. Well, what about the good fellas in New Orleans? I ain't gonna lie. I feel like they always hang. They like that. Like I said, they that one turn you can't never flush down the toilet. But
right.
So I'm gonna say wild card potential just to be nice. But I ain't gonna lie. Like I can see it spiraling out of control this season for them. Slick.
I only see it spiraling out of control if they don't necessarily perform with Derek Carr under center. But with Derek Carr under center, that they might.
She hate the Saints.
Yeah, I hate them too. I hate the Saints. But they'll never ever have the chance to have a quarterback that doesn't have as many turnovers as Derek Carr does. So unless they put Rattler in, and I think that
Put that man in the game, bro. I don't know what's the obsession. They just want Carr out of there so bad that anybody who look like they got a pulse.
realize that they overpaid the man, bro. They realize they overpaid the man. Too late. Pay him.
You couldn't tell them folks nothing when they got him though.
Exactly. They was going to the Super Bowl that same year.
I ain't gonna say like he just the worst quarterback in the league. He definitely like a C plus, B minus type of guy. I'll give him B minus, but it's just the fact that like he don't match their timeline in my opinion. Like I think they just need to get rid of everybody.
Yeah, they got him in the wrong part of his career.
Yeah, exactly. Like y'all at this point they might as well put Spencer Rattler back there.
Yep.
I don't see it. I don't know, but what you think? I would say I ain't gonna say Super Bowl contender yet, but I'll say definitely like division winner, playoff potential.
I'll say NFC Championship.
That's about to. I mean, once you get in, there's only 3 games.
Exactly, and it's like I trust my guys now over anybody's guys. It's like, okay, bro, we got enough guys on both sides of the ball where you're gonna have to focus on both sides of the ball on where Judon is, or where Grady is, or what side of the field AJ covering, or what side of the field Jesse on, and when we get him, what side of the field Justin Simmons on.
Hey man,
You know what I'm saying? That's like a whole it's like a whole curtain over the whole defense. You don't know what you're throwing into. Next thing you know, you getting sacked. Next thing you know, you fumbling the ball because somebody done stripped you. And then offense is head top catch after contested catch after over the shoulder catch over one handed catch. Like
yeah, it's gonna be ugly.
running. We haven't even gotten to the part where we talk about thunder and lightning back there in the running. Come on.
I ain't gonna lie. I say I ain't gonna lie. The NFC Championship game ain't that far fetched for real because if you win in division, you get the home game. Like not even to just break it down for real because it's all about if you're healthy, who you playing. But I definitely say that second round is a good. I say second round right now, but if they get Simmons, on God, I'm going up to Super Bowl and NFC Championship game because you got the pieces. You definitely got the pieces. Let's go to what Kyrie said. The Bears. What you think? I don't think it's draft season for them, but I say wild card potential in my opinion.
Yeah, it's not draft season for them. They definitely made enough moves, spent enough money to keep their hopes of actually being good alive after getting rid of their quarterback. I feel like Caleb Williams was the right choice for them, but he has to prove that he was the right choice with his play this year. And it's gonna easily become a mistake if he goes out there and just throws nothing but picks and gets sacked every other play. But I do see him making some competent plays with more rhythmic throws as opposed to just trying to
backyard football.
Yeah.
Man, I ain't gonna lie. I didn't have some folks tell me that they think he's gonna be a bust. I'm like, bro, I would hope for Chicago State like that. I hope that will not happen because at that point, y'all just bad luck. Like it's just not meant for y'all to have a franchise quarterback. Because this dude has been the most hyped up prospect for real. Then you got rid of Fields for him. I don't know. I just feel like they got too much going on for real. Like the wide receivers they added, the defense to not be sniffing around the playoffs.
Right.
But I don't like the easiest path to the playoffs is to win your division. I don't see them doing that because I think Detroit better. I think Green Bay is better. I probably would have put Minnesota like neck and neck with them. But now that the injuries kind of piling up, I'll probably put Chicago over them. But yeah, I'll say they stiff around the wild card, probably like a 8-9 type of season, 9-8 maybe, right around there.
Right.
What you think about Green Bay? I say NFC Championship potential.
Okay. I'll say second round again.
Okay.
And I only say that because you got that boy Josh back there. So that running game is going to be prevalent during the regular season. But if he's the only bell cow besides Aaron Jones, like you can't necessarily run one of them into the ground and expect the other one to be able to carry the load during the playoffs. It's not going to be able to work. I do think though that the early exit will be because of maybe a rushed play or a turnover. Because when Jordan Love does get under the wrist, it's more of a panic under the wrist. It's not more so of a let me get rid of the ball type of thing. But that comes up in some of his plays that he has. It doesn't give him the leeway to actually make the mistake. He messes himself up completely.
All right. What you think about Detroit? I think NFC Championship to Super Bowl potential.
They could get where they were, like right back where they were last year, in the NFC Championship, get ready to play. But it's gonna take all of everybody that they got. Like,
they ain't catching nobody by surprise this year.
Yeah, exactly. It ain't gonna be like, oh, this that same 0-16 team that never won the game, and they gonna know like last year that they have that one pride and that Lions den that they. So
exactly. Everybody already know they good now, so now people gonna get up and play them. So it'll be interesting to see. What about finishing up their division, Minnesota? Because we just talked about them, so I feel like they pretty much draft season from. I mean,
it's gonna be a long season for Minnesota, unless they get a competent quarterback or if they get Taylor Heineke back. Man, that's the only way I see
and competent.
Right. That's the only one I see getting anything done for them.
I don't, bro. I'm not putting no faith in Sam Darnold. I don't care how much they want to keep saying what system he go to. Like until he show me, like you said, you can't look at him and say he gonna take you somewhere. Like it just got to be draft season to me, or it's just next season watch period, just until everybody come back. But so I don't know. That's nasty. I'm pretty sure I spelled Philadelphia wrong. I'll fix that when we talk about Dallas. As much as I don't want, I mean, Dallas is always Super Bowl watch, but it's just like they always just do something dumb. But I think they got a Super Bowl caliber roster. If they, we talked about them three guys. I don't know what they got going on, but if everybody there, they got a Super Bowl caliber roster.
Man, I think that the roster is there, yes. But as far as what's going to happen this season, bro. First round, wherever round they start in, that's where they're going to end at.
Yeah, one and done.
Because, bro, and like it's too much drama going on right now with this team. It might get mid-season and Dak not performing like they want him to perform. That's, he getting smacked in the backfield because they're not blocking for him.
Yeah, I was gonna be interesting to see if that drama lead into the regular season because that's you want to kind of nip it in the bud beforehand. But like I said, obviously it's the offseason is done pretty much. We had training camp preseason. You had all offseason to pay these guys, so obviously you have no intentions on getting those contract situations.
2 more weeks to
get
stuff done. These contracts take way more time than 2 weeks.
On top of the fact that you didn't really bring in no free agents at that, so
at all.
I don't know. Philly, and we're gonna wrap it up with Washington, New York for the stream today. We're gonna get an hour in. We're gonna do AFC next time we get on. Philly, I'll put them in that Super Bowl NFC tier. They got the roster, but it's with the same thing with the Cowboys. That drama. Your head coach and your quarterback can't be beefing.
Right.
And then the new coordinators again, like that's too much new system to be learning right there.
That's another situation where it's like, is it really the quarterback or is it the coach? I think that the Eagles do have a stout roster still, and they haven't done anything but add more talent and speed, so we can slate in the Super Bowl with them.
I feel like they kind of probably ranked Jalen. They probably anointed Jalen Hurts a little bit too prematurely because, like you said, he went to that Super Bowl, had that run, but I mean, he's still one of the ones, but I don't know if he on that tier they tried to put him on. Like you said, is it the quarterback or is it the coach?
Right.
So I don't know. I know who's coaching this next team, a guy we're very familiar with, Dan Quinn, and Jaden Daniels, a quarterback. A lot of us want it. But I still think it's draft season, though.
Yeah, it's a good start for the rebuild that you started down there, Dan Quinn. But I don't want to see you thinking that you finna go up in here and smack teams just because you signed some key little starting pieces.
When you sign Austin, it's signed Eckler, Bobby Wagner. They got the old guy. I mean, like you said, it's a good start.
It ain't gonna be everything that's gonna be there for y'all to win.
Yeah, no, I don't see them sniffing around no wild card. So I mean, I don't think they have playoff potential. Or
it's gonna take Jaden a minute to develop, and if they let Marcus Mariota start,
Jaden Daniels gonna start for sure. But
they're gonna be lunch meat.
I ain't even know Mariota was over there. That's crazy. But one thing about it, he stayed with a job
for now.
As long as he don't get put into the game.
Right.
Then New York, I think it's draft season. I think this is the year Daniel Jones either bottoms out or shows that he's the man for them. I mean, I don't think it takes 7-6 seasons to see if the guy's the man or not, but that's the decision they want to roll with.
That's why Saquon left. It doesn't take that long to see if a guy is that guy. If you see the guy is not producing and the offense is not flourishing, he's not using his weapons, why are you keeping this guy around? You know what? If you don't do it, I'm going to leave. And you didn't think I was going to leave? Now I'm gone.
I mean, yeah, they brought in Malik Neighbors. Training camp darling. They've been saying he's been cutting up. But, I mean, I don't think it's enough to save Daniel Jones because Daniel Jones is going to have to, really put on for real for them to, run a roll with him for the rest of his – not the rest of his career, but, just roll with him as the future.
Right.
I can't see them winning their division. They're not better than Dallas or Philly. I mean, sniff around for a wild card. I don't think they're better than Seattle or the Rams.
3 teams come out of this division this year.
I wouldn't even say they will be better than the Tampa Bay, to be honest, or the Saints. So, I mean, they might be right there with the Saints, but I don't know. I don't see it.
With the Saints at all.
I don't see it. But we shall see. So any other news that we get, we definitely make sure to try to break it live or not live, but make some type of content about it. I'm gonna drop our socials down in the description. Make sure y'all follow our Twitter, Instagram. I'm gonna try to make us a TikTok. Follow his personal Twitter that he has right there, Mr. _ATLAG.
Yes, Sasuke.
What else? Like I said throughout the video, make sure you drop a like, comment something y'all want us to talk about below or anything that we did talk about, give your opinion on it. Make sure y'all subscribe. Man, that's the most important thing. Subscribe. Like I said, we 2 followers away from 60. And yeah, football season is coming along. We try to get consistent, get some type of games going on. Damn. Hey, did you join that fantasy league? Did I see that fantasy league?
Nope, I didn't even get it.
Okay, we're gonna start another one. It's full now. It's like 20 people in there, but we're gonna start one.
Bet.
I'm definitely trying to get more of the sports betting and the fantasy stuff incorporated with the channel this season.
For sure.
So I want to get that on there. But I mean, it is about to be midnight. I think this is our official stream time at night. I think we just some night streamers. Because last time I streamed myself, I was at night. So that's probably what's going to work best for us. So I'm not going to tell y'all to expect us at this time, but, you know, probably.
Right.
So y'all be on the lookout for more content. Make sure y'all stay connected with the channel. Man, we out.